Where's the boomers end?
I don't know. 60?
60?
No, 60 to 70. And then you have 80. 80 to 90. And then you have after that. I don't know.
Crazy. I thought you had it up. That's why I asked you.
Nah, I have no clue, bro. I don't keep up with that.
Bro, you have to keep up with that.
You got to keep up with it. Just almost as like if it's the budget.
Look at you. You're John Alpha. Is it?
You got to keep up with it.
You're trying. You
got to keep up with it, just like you got to keep up with all of these serial killers that are all on the loose. How are you going to know what to do in the worst case scenario?
I don't know.
Bro, I'll ask you a question every time, and I don't know.
I don't know because I know where you're going.
I don't know. And then that's when
we're going to talk about it. We're about to talk about it.
Because that's when you quiet up the most.
For real?
Yeah, it happens every time.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm also listening and editing the podcast.
Damn,
that's why.
Bro, you be noticing. I'm
noticing you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the latest episode of the LeisureHub Podcast. My name is Justin.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. With alongside me,
Pedro.
See, I let you say your
plain
name.
Old Pedro. Bro, this time you've been letting me say my name for a lot of episodes.
Yeah, not a lot. Not the one episode though.
You couldn't.
Normally, I don't let you say your name just to not break the canon. You know.
I feel you.
Yeah. But happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final and last episode of the LeisureHub Podcast. Spooktober edition. I got you guys.
It's like,
I got you guys. Pedro was supposed to wear a costume, and he was
he told me, well, you told me like an hour or two, no, like 3 hours ago. Yeah.
I just thought you had something that you could have, just like a cloak or something you could put on.
A cloak.
Yeah, a cloak. A cloak.
I was gonna freaking sweat to death.
How do you think I feel? Like I have this bald cap on right now with hair.
That jump feels pretty sweaty.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
Like I'm sexy hot.
I don't know, bro. You kind of rock it.
Yeah. Take your hat off.
Look, see. This is not a costume though.
You sure that's not a bald cap?
It's not. It still has some shine. I still have some shine to it.
See,
I shave Sundays.
You could pull this off better than I could. I still have hair.
No, I would look like Krusty the Clown.
Who's that? Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do the popping noise. There you go.
Right there. There's Krusty the Clown. They call him Krusty not because he's,
Why do they call him Krusty?
Because he's old and
crusty.
Yeah, anyway, so today we thought about it, right? And we're like, what would it take to survive a horror movie?
What would it
take to survive a horror movie? No, but like,
I thought you was asking me for real. I was about to come up with a crazy answer.
Yeah. Well, like this is the grand finale of Halloween, right? We gotta send ourselves off with a bang, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what better way than to set us off on trying to survive, find new ways to survive a horror movie. So, what mistakes usually happen that you're like, bro, this makes no sense? Like it's in every single horror movie, and you're like, bro, how does this happen every single time? Why is this a trope?
Tripping.
Like, whoa, tripping?
Or no, like tripping. Like they be running, and the serial killer will be walking. For example, Michael Myers, and then they fall and trip.
Fall, trip, scream, hands up in front
Scream,
of
right? Scream is a big one.
Yeah.
Because like if you're trying to run away from something or hide from something, I don't know. No, it does make sense to scream, actually. Well, it makes sense. It's not a mistake. Because when you scream, it's like you get caught by surprise.
Yeah. See, one of the things that I've always noticed that people do that doesn't make any sense in a lot of horror movies is like they'll either run away and lock themselves in a room, but like the killer has access to the killer's always in that room.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you barricade yourself in this room where you're like, there's no way they can get me now. Bro, they have an axe in their hand or a machete. They're gonna barricade their way through it. And then now how are you gonna get out?
That's a stupid mistake.
Have you ever seen those scenes where people are hiding in a closet and they're holding their mouth?
Hiding in a closet.
Or like something, they're hiding underneath the bed. Hold on, I gotta get this hair on my face.
Oh my God.
But like they're hiding underneath the bed, they're hiding in a closet, and they're like,
what?
Bro, you're telling me they don't hear you making those little whimper noises underneath the bed or in the closet?
What are they gonna do? Well,
the thing, like, it happens in every horror movie. They walk past the closet, you know, or wherever. You see their feet, you see their silhouette walking past, and they stop right in front of the area.
You hear that shit?
It's like, you know what they're thinking? They're like, bro, I hear you. You're dumb as shit. I hear that shit.
Yeah, they do hear it. That's when they come with creative ways to like.
And then you know what? They'll stop in front of the area.
Yep.
And they're like, oh my God, he's gonna find me. And then, hold on.
I don't know, bro.
Malfunction. But they'll stop in front of the area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, they end up walking out of frame. And then right after that, hands straight through the back of the closet, pulls them right underneath the bed, something like that. And it's like,
hands straight through the back.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna give him 10 seconds because I know for a fact they're here. Yep. I'll give them a grace period of 10 seconds before I just rip them out and cut their head off.
Yeah, but like, how else would you make that interesting?
Well, they always know, but that's the thing. And even a lot of times, like, even if it's not that, then you'll leave the area. It's like, you thought he's probably just waiting out there for you. He knows you're in there.
Yeah. And
then the stumbling, like you were just saying, the tripping.
Yeah.
Like, you're running perfectly fine. How do you trip over yourself, and then you're constantly falling over your feet?
It is the thing you just said. It's constantly.
Yeah.
Because like once or twice, yeah, bro, it's literally in every movie.
Do you know the Scooby-Doo like sound? That's literally what the sound effect that goes through my mind when they're falling, because they're literally like slipping and sliding like they're slipping on a banana peel.
Yeah, and they do it too often. It's what it is.
It's all the time. Can you think of any other like things that people do, the mistakes that people make in horror movies? Well,
it's not
one. Go ahead.
It's like you said, it's staying in the same room, and like I would think of like just leaving town. Yeah, if the first sign of everything is leave town, bro. Go to York.
Oh, especially like haunted houses. It's like we gotta investigate. No, just go home.
Right. Like, movie's over.
Go home.
Movie would be over.
There was this meme that I saw on Instagram. There was this black kid who's making reels, and he was like, if my son was possessed or had like a spirit like, talking to him, and he's like, oh hey Jimmy, what are you drawing? He's like, oh, this is my buddy, this is my friend. You can't see him though. He talks to me though, and he's actually standing right behind you. And then he closes the door and he's just walking out, and he's just like, it's like that moment is the moment where you one throw the kid out.
Do that again.
That's one, the moment where you throw the kid out, and two, you leave. Like you abandon all hope, all faith, everything, and you leave. Like, why people are like, no, we gotta fight it, we gotta stay. No, bitch, no, you don't. You can leave.
And that's very true. You gotta give it to them though.
To the main
because
characters.
Of their stupidity and because of their, I don't know.
I will call it. There's a little bit of courage.
Makes the movie good. I mean, is it good? Most of them are not really good. But just the jump scares and the suspense aspect of it.
I'll give it a little bit of courage, a little bit of gusto, but mixed in, like the majority of that is a lot of stupidity. It's like, bro, you just gotta leave at that. I don't care if they're your child or not. It's time for you to leave.
Yeah,
it's time for you to go.
Just go. Leave your child there.
Yeah, and I think there's one other thing that there's a mistake that happens constantly in every single horror movie known to man.
Other than falling.
Other than falling.
Staying in the same room.
Yeah. It's the token black guy.
Bro.
He needs to just leave. Why does he stay around? First off. Like, he's like, look, in a horror movie, I'm more likely to die. So I'm just going to go. You guys let me know how that's going.
You got to give it up to them, though. They have been realizing this and have done this way less in the past few years. Yeah. I do, you know what I mean? I do see that, but it's so true.
Yeah. Did you watch the new Scream movies with Jenna Ortega? And it brings back the cast from some of the survivors from the previous Scream movies. Well, not to give any spoilers.
Spoiler alert. But there is a scene in the first one. Victoria and I just watched the first one and second one, for Spooktober. Yeah.
And there's this one person in the movie that knows they're they know everything there is to know about horror movies. And like they name everything. It kind of breaks the fourth wall. It's meta.
Kind of like Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah. They're like, oh, like, so don't you know, like, this is the classic trope that's in, like, Halloween or Friday the 13th or blah, blah, blah. They mention, like, a lot of scary movies, so it breaks the fourth wall, and it tells you about, like, the token black guy. It tells you never go anywhere by yourself. Never, like, go to the basement by yourself, blah, 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 stuff like that. So they talk about like the classic tropes that are in horror movies or in slashers and stuff like that you're not supposed to do. People do it all the time. Yeah. So they talk about that. And I thought that was really interesting. But the thing is it still always ended up happening anyway. Yeah. Like it always happened.
And not only in horror movies, but also like, I mean, would you consider like Jaws a horror movie?
Yeah, I would.
Kind of like,
it's not a thriller. I wouldn't call it a
thriller. But it's more of like natural.
Yeah, because like how like Halloween, Freddy Krueger, Scream, like those are they're horror, but they're slashers specifically. Right. Like it's a subgenre of horror, which is more specifically slasher. Right. And then you have like Paranormal Activity and Insidious, which are more like demonic, or The Nun are more like demonic horror.
I don't know. I wouldn't even know what the fuck to do in those situations.
Bro, we'll get there. And I was actually having this conversation, but like at that point, like you got to kind of figure out like what's going to.
Bro, there you go again.
I'm struggling today.
I think it's the wig, bro.
It's the wig. It's making me sweat a little bit.
More
it's also
Gen Alpha.
It's also in my face, and I can't get it out of it. It's there.
It suits you, bro.
Yeah, it does. It does. It really does.
Making me think of like it has like a Baja Blast color.
Baja Blast. I never understood the name, like the marketing behind that. Down Blast.
Baja Blast?
Yeah, Baja is down in Spanish.
True. I think it has to do with Cali. Baja.
It still means down.
I mean, yeah.
Yo, Down Blast?
Yeah, bro.
What was I saying?
Down Blast.
Yeah, what was I saying?
You were like,
yeah, but before that, it's gone, right? You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
Well,
no, the demonic. I told you that. I told you that I wouldn't even know what to do in those situations, and you said we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. But
you were doing something with your friend, or you were watching something.
I was having the conversation with Victoria about it, and it's like you kind of have to pick out of a list of people where you will most likely die, and then you get to the Paranormal Activity type of genre, and you're like, what do you even do in that situation? But we'll come back to that. Yeah. So speaking of what you would do in that situation, what kind of tactics would you do if you Pedro were in a scary movie? What kind of tactics would you do? Would you have?
Well, first run. But
I'm gonna use my two legs.
Yeah, to get first run, but you have to keep it interesting. You know what I mean? Like how, if there's another way.
Well, like the movie just ends. I mean,
yeah, exactly. So what if I try to be the bigger serial killer? Oh, you want to be a serial killer? Oh, I'm gonna be bigger, like a bigger slasher than you are. Well, I put on the mask and everything, and it's like there's 2 serial killers in this town.
That's just Scream.
Is it?
Yeah, because there's always 2.
Damn, bro.
It's just Scream.
There's always 2.
There's always 2. We just found out. It's been a while since I watched the original Screams.
Oh shoot!
But there's always 2.
Kind of like the last Michael Myers movie.
I mean, there was technically 2, but that was the only instance of that.
Elaborate.
What on what?
Huh?
On what?
On like the Scream movie. There's always 2. Is it the same thing? Like they're it's like a competition.
No, there's just usually partnered up with somebody. Usually, because they can't be in 2 places at once. I won't go into like at least the 2 most recent movies on why they do that. I won't spoil that because you gotta watch it. You said you were gonna watch the Scream movies, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. So what would you say your one tactic would be besides running?
It would be like it's a competition. It would be a competition.
Oh yeah. You would see who's the bigger killer. You know what that reminded me of? Do you remember the one episode where we were talking about hobbies and you were talking about how your plants and you're like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm a competitive person. At some point I'm just gonna be like, well, my flowers are gonna bloom way more than yours.
You know what? I find competition in everything. Oh, my flowers are gonna bloom way more than yours. About what?
You said my flowers are gonna bloom way more than yours.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just a competitive person. You would probably just try to be like more of a psycho than.
Yeah, but would they join you or would they try to kill you?
What are you looking at?
Am I looking at something? I don't know.
Your eyes keep drifting over there. Don't.
Are they? Now they are.
Yes, don't do that.
I won't do it. What else can I do?
I no.
Do I have to?
It's like it's a concerned look that you're looking. It's like there's something there.
So I have to lock in.
Yeah, lock into me. See my eyes. Look past my green hair.
You can't. It really reminded me of some Baja Blast right now.
Some Baja Blast. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think the plot could take me.
You don't think the plot could take
the plot couldn't take me?
Elaborate. I don't understand that shit.
The plot can't take me. No,
you have to explain it.
No, that just means that there's a general plot. Though obviously the plot of most horror movies is for the main protagonist to kill everybody, right?
Right.
I'm getting that right. Would it be the protagonist? Is it or the antagonist? Sorry, antagonist.
Yeah.
Why do I always get that mixed up?
Which is also the protagonist in this case, right?
How do we not know the difference between antagonist and protagonist?
I know, but they're the antagonist, but you watch the movie because of the antagonist. He would be the antagonist. I think so.
Because I'll speak for myself because I'm stupid.
I'm stupid too.
Okay, so we're both stupid.
Yeah.
The main difference between a protagonist and an antagonist is that the protagonist drives the story forward, while the antagonist works against the protagonist. So you're antagonizing somebody. So yeah, antagonist. So Michael Myers would be the antagonist. So obviously the plot, it has both the protagonist and the antagonist. The protagonist, the main character, is supposed to be the one going forward. The antagonist is the one that's supposed to be blocking them from their obstacle. Yeah. But the thing is, in Halloween, you technically have 2 main characters. Right? You have Michael Myers as the main character, but then say Jamie Lee Curtis is also the main character. So literally competing for the 2 main characters. Because everybody goes, like you said, everybody goes there to watch Michael slaughter everybody. Yeah. Realistically, there's not going to be a way that you can stop Michael. There's no way. Out of all of the movies, as the viewer, there's no way to stop Michael. Mm-hmm. So obviously it's written that way, that's why I say the plot is always set up that Michael's going to be behind this corner, or Freddy Krueger, just when you least expect it, you're going to fall asleep and Freddy Krueger's there, right. Just when you least expect it, that kind of thing. So that's I'm accounting for the plot. I know the plot, I know horror movies. So the plot can't hold me. The plot can't take me because I already know how the plot's going to work.
So you wouldn't fall asleep. you wouldn't fall.
We'll talk about Freddy Krueger, but like, you know, and that kind of thing. But I guess what I'm saying is like, I kind of know like the little gists. Like it's kind of being like the specialist in a horror movie, like in a horror movie, kind of like what I was talking about with Scream, right? Like you have your expert who knows what to do, but that person usually ends up dying anyway.
Right.
Usually.
It's like nothing's gonna work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Do you think you would just die just to get it over with?
I can see why people would.
Yeah.
Like, especially like if you're stuck in a room and like, you know, he's outside. It's like, should I just open the door?
You're like, no. Please stop. I'm not getting out of here. I'm not getting out.
Eventually, you just gonna open that door.
I mean, if you don't open the door, they're coming in after you.
Would they actually kill you?
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. But like, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's a sign of hope. Like, oh, you know what? Just kill me. And then the killer's like, nah, it's like a predator type deal. It's like, no, I want them to be running away. And then maybe that's how you get them to, you know, be off of your ass.
I don't think that would ever happen, to be honest, bro.
No?
Nah.
What if they have some kind of sympathy? It's like they only go after people that run from them.
Bro, they're psycho killers. I know. They have no mercy for.
That was so bad.
What?
I don't know. Everything you do makes it's funny with that thing on. Like 10 times.
10 times funny. Well, like, it's like, well, see, I lost my train of thought again. It's gone.
It's not gone.
Yeah, what were we saying?
We were saying about like the predator and like.
Oh, well, they're psycho killers.
Yeah, they're psycho killers.
So like, they're psychotic. Like there's no, like Michael Myers just isn't gonna stop because you said, you know what, I thought about it. You're not even worth the chase anymore. He's not gonna do that. He's just gonna kill you anyway.
Right.
I mean, have you seen people who said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way, and he just kills them anyway? Yeah. How many people has he just walked past and said, you know what, I'll let you live today? None at all.
It's an interesting way to die though.
I would say the only person that has any type of remorse, but it's barely even remorse, is Jigsaw.
Yeah.
He gives you the key to save your own life. He's just the one that orchestrates all of it. At that point, it's up to you to survive.
He makes it a living hell though.
Yeah. You gotta like the key is inside your left ankle.
Yeah,
and
you gotta like saw it out.
Yeah. There was and did you watch the latest Saw movie?
No.
There was a spoiler alert. Boop 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 boop.
There you
go. There was a scene where where you were supposed to, where there's two people strapped in a chair.
Yeah.
One person had to use a wire to cut off their own leg. You know, like the little wire that you use for clay, like, and you pull it off. You had to use that to cut through your leg, and then cut through obviously the femur, which is one of the toughest bones to cut through. But the point of that was like all the blood. She had to like take the plasma out of her bone or something like that, and she had to put it in fill up the jar while there were blades coming in her face, coming in towards her face, just to save the other person. When she saved the other person, it unlocked it for her, and she ended up like passing out from the loss of blood.
And the thing is that he does the stuff he does because of like how fucked up they are.
Yeah, because they actually are shitty people.
Yeah,
most of the time they're shitty people, and it's the people who make it out actually value their life after that. Yeah, which is like the crazy part.
Yeah, but they'll probably be paranoid because
that's PTSD, bro. You're not coming back after that.
Yeah,
no way.
Much rather die.
Yeah, see that's the thing. Like, if I can't get away,
I can't take you seriously.
It has to stay on. This is the Halloween special. I can't take it off.
If you can't get away.
If I can't get away, that's it. I'm just like, you know what?
Kill me.
Take me.
You don't have to worry about that no more.
Nope. Because I don't have to worry about it. Because see, the thing is like even if you run away and you get away, there's a sequel.
Right. You're just gonna keep running.
There's a sequel to that movie,
and you're gonna be in it.
Oh, you're in it. Like even if you're like, yeah, I'm not in it anymore. I don't want to help you. Like it's new cast, and you're like, I don't want to help these people anymore. They still drag you in anyway. You're like, no, I gotta fight it. I gotta help them out. I'm the only one that knows how to survive. So I gotta help stop. And then you end up dying.
You're gonna die anyway. Yeah, but then there's no movie.
Yeah, but
you gotta keep it interesting.
Yeah, but if it's between keeping the movie alive and keeping myself alive,
they be milking that shit.
Bro. Oh, they're milking it hard because for a fact
Michael Myers will come back. Give it like 5 more years.
Yeah, they. I don't want to give another spoiler alert. I feel like that's 3 already. Spoiler! Wow.
Bro, that wig, bro. It's like you. Anyways,
they put Michael's dead body in a wood chipper. Like, I mean, chopped his body up into fine little dust, and then they threw the mask in there as well.
I mean, it's coming back, bro.
I just don't know how he could come back after. I mean, he always can come back after whatever it is. Like he can
come back.
Turn him into a mist, a powder. You can put him in. You could shove him inside of a giraffe. He could fall into a tank of acid. Melt,
no, wait.
Melt completely.
No, bro, how you gonna,
he would melt completely, and he somehow would still come back.
Okay, let's go back.
What? To what?
You said you can shove him inside of a giraffe.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Go back.
We're going back? Okay.
Go back.
Rewind it. Take it back.
Bro, you did say that.
I never said that. Never said it.
How would you shove him into a giraffe?
So, I mean...
Like, how? Would it be, like through the back? Hey.
Look, I just don't think... Anyway, so what we were talking about was, like, tactics and stuff like that. Are there what are some surefire ways that you can think of that would guarantee your survival? Like, if you could bring anything with you, if you could bring anyone or you can bring anyone or anything with you, what would you bring? And it can't be something like, I'm gonna bring a tank, and like they can't get in the tank. Like that's obviously overkill. Like you don't.
I would bring something like
a spoon.
No, like Master Splinter.
A rat.
Yeah, it would be a rat. Like they probably won't even think of it all like that. I mean, a big ass rat.
They're like, oh my god, what the hell is that?
Big ass rat. They'll probably run.
He's like, what the fuck?
So I'll bring Master Splinter, and I'll ask him to teach me the ways to reduce my heartbeat until there's no heartbeat, and then play dead.
You don't have enough time to learn all that.
Huh?
You don't have enough time to learn all that.
Master Splinter could get it done.
You have an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours to learn how to slow your heart rate down.
I'll do it. And I'll just play dead. He's like, I didn't kill this guy.
He's just standing over you like...
I'll make sure I'll kill him again.
All right, he's dead. And then you died anyway.
Anyways, Master Splinter is better than anything. Actually, it's better than nothing. My bad. I meant to say nothing.
So you're telling me Master Splinter.
I said Master Splinter.
You said Master Splinter.
Dumb as shit. I can't believe I said that. Dumb as shit. I can't believe I said that. But
so you're telling me Master Splinter could outfight, I don't know, the Hulkbuster armor?
No. The Hulkbuster armor. You said don't bring no tanks. That's a tank.
Okay, fine. I'll bring Wolverine with me then.
Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real. Bro, I said Master Splinter, bro. That was a mistake.
It was. That was not a mistake. You sent it down a rabbit hole.
No.
Okay, now you got to give something a little bit more like realistic.
You said who will I bring?
Who or what? You can bring a person. You can bring weapons. You can bring, like, if you know, oh man, that person, like Freddy Krueger, you could bring a surgeon because you can get some plastic surgery done on his face, and you know.
I'll bring the president's son.
Joe Biden's son.
Whoever's president, I'll bring his son. Because I know they'll bring everything. They'll bring everything, try to rescue him.
Like what?
Or the president of the United States. Hey, it got kind of go hand in hand because the election is coming up. I'll bring the president of the United States, either Trump or Kamala, and then the whole world is gonna try to save me. That's a good answer.
The whole world's gonna try to save you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not, depending on who you choose.
It don't matter, bro. If you're president, you're president. You're getting saved.
Depending on who you choose, like, some people are like, "Fuck it, they can die."
No.
I'm bringing with me either one, the writers of the horror movie, or two, a suit of armor.
A suit of armor?
A suit of armor.
Wow.
I don't mean like, you know, Iron Man suit of armor.
Right.
I mean like a medieval suit of armor. It's gonna block all types of attacks. Ka-ching, ka-ching. And then I'm gonna put some bulletproof vests over top of it, so bullets can't go through. And then
you think they're gonna try shooting you?
I mean, none of them have guns except for maybe Ghostface.
It'll help.
Yeah. I'll just wrap myself in a whole bunch of plastic wrap and bubble wrap.
You're gonna die.
Even if I fall off, I'm cushioned.
I can just tell it's so hot in there.
Can you just imagine? Just like,
yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I kill myself.
They'll never get me.
Yeah. And you die.
And just pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the writers though. Think about it. Think how OP that is.
But you gotta give me something. Like a scenario. Like, for example.
Okay,
all right, let's say I'm gonna give you a scenario right here.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try to give you a scenario. So let's say you have the writers with you.
Sure.
So you chilling, you know, sipping on some Mountain Dew.
I don't drink Mountain Dew.
You sipping on some water. You drink water. I know you drink water.
Yeah, water has no flavor, so. Shout out.
Stop. Stop. Okay. Yeah, but let's say you sipping on some water and you're chilling with the writers, and then boom, Michael. I always say Michael. Killer comes through the door.
Pennywise.
Pennywise comes through the door. What are you doing?
All right, guys, we need you to write him out of the story. Simple, done.
See, that's like Wolverine or something.
It's not. That's more real.
That's OP. You just can't.
It is OP, but it's more realistic than Wolverine. Okay, I'll do something a little bit more realistic, or like that would.
Yeah, bro, it's too OP. It's too OP.
Okay. I would say, all right, writers, make sure you shrink him down to an ant. I'll step on him.
And that's it. Movie over.
Movie's over. It's done. Or I could be like, turn me into kind of like what you were saying. Turn me into more of a killer than, or a monster than Pennywise. The predator to Pennywise, and then I just
what
attack
would that
him.
be?
I don't know.
Oh, bro, you said predator to Pennywise. Now I'm gonna make a quick parentheses here.
A what?
Parentheses, bro. Did you know? Apparently, like I heard this like last week or something. Tigers have like their back of their ears look like eyes to defend them from predators.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said like, what would tigers consider predators?
Me.
Like, you imagine
me.
Like who you?
Yeah, it's me.
You're pretty scary, bro.
I am pretty scary,
especially with that.
Like, what the fuck is that?
But can you imagine what would a tiger consider a predator? Like some dinosaur type shit.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Do you like that?
You should voice one of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
No. I should probably get bank.
Yeah, we might get copyright infringement for that sound effect you just did. So just don't.
Yeah, okay.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
But anyways, yeah. So
no, yeah, I fully think the writers would have a great impact on how much I could change the story right then and right there. But the only
you're like Thanos at that point.
It is. But the only caveat to that is they have to be quick.
And then go back to your Mountain Dew.
I spelled it wrong. Where's the whiteout?
I spelled it wrong. He's already there, bro. Like,
he's like stupid.
I spelled it wrong.
God, this hair is
making you hot.
No, it's just in my face. I don't know how people with long hair do it.
Bro, you look Gen Alpha.
I am.
You know how they got the waves?
No.
They got the waves on.
Bro, we're so tired. Well, I actually slept before you came over.
Did you?
I took like a 40-minute power nap.
40-minute power nap?
40-minute?
That's not a power nap. That's a nap.
I consider a nap like 2 hours.
Power nap is like 15 minutes.
A nap is like 2 hours, baby. It's like
you're
two solid hours.
You're right.
But now that brings us back to the question that you wanted to talk about in the very beginning. I just like hit my lip on the bottom of the mic.
Yeah. What question? Did the demonic jump?
No. What movies do you think you could survive?
You can't take mine.
No, and you gotta. Okay, so let's list a few of them out.
Okay.
Right? And then we'll talk about the killers. We'll talk about their powers. We'll talk about like how likely it is to survive and blah blah blah. So you have Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, It Follows. You have It. You have Saw. And you have what are some other ones? Is there another one? Oh, Insidious, Paranormal Activity. Okay. So you have all of these movies. Which one do you think you can? Which movie do you think you could survive, and why? And you have to talk about their powers too, like if they have powers. That includes technically Michael Myers has powers, allegedly. If you're going off of lore,
right?
He technically has powers.
Scream doesn't have.
He doesn't have anything.
He's based off of.
He's just very cunning and sly. He or she is very cunning and sly.
I'm gonna pick Scream.
It's funny you say that because I was having I had that conversation last night with my girlfriend, and I said the same exact thing. She's like, "Yeah, but he's sly." I was like, "Yeah, but he's." Go ahead.
What?
No. Go ahead. I want to hear your I don't want to ruin.
No, because he's probably the closest you'll get to like real life.
Yeah.
And closest you'll get to like a serial killer encounter, which he is based off of a real serial killer.
Yeah.
So I'll take my chances with him and just leave town.
Yeah.
I'll but like you said, sometimes it involves two people.
It's usually always two people with Ghostface. So
yeah, it would be Scream.
See, I said the same exact thing, but then I thought about.
You can't pick one.
No, I'm not gonna. I'll choose a different one.
I just want to see who you're gonna pick. You gotta pick something, bro.
Right now, or I can't talk about why I chose Scream originally. I'll pick a new one, but I'll.
No. Talk about that.
Okay, so I would say Ghostface. But the only issue with that is like we were saying, there's two people. There's always two people. So, and he is very cunning and sly. He or she is very cunning and sly. So like chances are you think you're in the area to kind of like avoid him or be against him. And then typically, you're kind of in that situation where you're fighting against him. But my biggest issue with a lot of with Ghostface is a lot of people, from what I've noticed watching these past two movies, is people will knock him down. They'll hit him with a blunt object, and he'll be on the ground for a good bit. But that's when you start wailing on him,
right?
Wailing on him, like his head, and then you pretty much kill him. But the thing is, there's always two. So you kill one, and you kind of least expect it, but that there's another one somewhere lurking around somewhere, and you never know where they're gonna be. And honestly, they hype up the stab wounds a lot more in Scream. personally, if you're getting stabbed in the side, like, and it's like there have been instances where it's been dragged up from the middle of your stomach upward, you ain't surviving that. Like, you have maybe like 10 minutes to get to the hospital because you're just gonna bleed out.
You see all your guts out.
Yeah, like it's not gonna happen. So I would say, like, if you were gonna fight Scream, you would need to know like how to defend yourself in the instance of like a blade, like a knife,
right?
Like how to like disarm somebody. That would probably be the only instance you need in order to like survive him.
And if you're carrying, you're good.
Yeah, that is true. So if I had to pick a new one, if I had to pick someone else out of like all the list, ain't no way I'm surviving Nightmare on Elm Street. No way. Because like, if you watch any of the movies, there's really no way to kill him because he's pretty much in your dreams. And the only method that anybody in any of the movies that they've come up with is you can't fall asleep. It's the number one rule.
Right.
You can't fall asleep. Well, eventually you're going to fall asleep. And then he's going to kill you anyway. So there's no shot I'm surviving that movie. No shot.
You could take the Rick and Morty approach.
What do you mean? Be friends with him? What's up, bitch?
Oh, bitch.
Yeah, funny. No. And Halloween, technically Michael Myers has some type of demonic power because the mask gives him the mask gives him power. But the thing is like it takes like 10 people just to get him down. Like he's a 6 foot like behemoth.
Yeah.
Like you can jump on his back and he's like he shakes you off like a fly.
He's strong as hell.
Yeah. Too. And he'll just grab you up by the neck and he'll just drop you down like off of something.
Yeah. Michael's pretty creepy. That's
Jason, scary. I think he's pretty tough. He's
like Michael.
Yeah. But he has like 2 big weaknesses. Water and fire.
So can you survive that?
So
can you swim?
Why do you ask that?
It's a question.
Bro. Yeah, but why do you ask that? It's a very specific question. Why do you ask if I can swim?
Bro, it's a question.
Yeah, I can swim.
Okay, good. Then you should be fine, bro. Pick Jason.
I almost drowned one time. When I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean, some kids are learning to swim, you know.
I was 15.
Had to clear my throat. had to clear my throat.
Pennywise is literally based off of fear. Like you can't be afraid. You know.
Yeah.
Jigsaw. That's tough. Like you literally have to like go over and beyond. Like you might not have a leg afterwards if you do it. Like you have to have real dedication to like do whatever it is to get out of whatever contraption he set up for you.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity, Insidious, no shot. Not surviving those either.
Paranormal Activity, bro. It's just like some swinging doors.
Bro, your body's floating up. You're like, and you just get launched across the room. And then sometimes it possesses you, or sometimes
all the stories
it follows.
That, like, prove that stuff is real and stuff like that. And just like,
no, I'm not touching that. I'm dying in that is the one case where my tactic is I'm just gonna die to get it over.
As soon as I fly, you'll see the shit dropping. I'll shit myself. For real.
Actually, I have a question.
What's up?
Horror movies. Not a single person has shit themselves in a horror movie. Not a single person.
But it's a horror movie. It's not a comedy. You know people will laugh at that shit.
Can you imagine?
Oh, I just shit myself.
You're hiding in the closet with them, and you're like, bro, what the fuck is that?
Who just shit themselves?
Did you just shit? I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
I'm sorry. You're just wiping the tears. I'm sorry.
See, I'm so sorry.
Oh hell no! That's the real killer, bro. That's the real killer.
Your shit is a real killer. Your shit is a real killer. That's what's gonna make you die. Don't bring one of your friends who shits a lot, because they're gonna be the ones that ends up getting you killed.
No, that
honestly, bro,
that would not happen in a movie. They cannot.
Honestly, bro, I don't think I'm surviving any of these movies. There is It Follows. I don't know if you ever watched that movie.
No, I never.
Basically, it's people compare it to the equivalent of an STD following you around.
What? STDs follow you around?
They do. When you have sex with somebody,
okay,
you get
they stick with you.
So that's literally the concept of the movie. Okay. You literally have to have sex with somebody else to pass it on to somebody else. I would literally just do that. That would be the easiest way to survive any type of that horror movie specifically.
Just avoid it.
Well, like, you just have to have sex with somebody else to pass it on to them.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's literally all you have.
What happened?
That's literally all you have to. How you?
Did I look over there again?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Usually when I'm thinking of stuff, I just look at other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it.
But that's what you would have to do. So if I had to choose, I would choose that movie. But the rest of these, I'm dying. Like there's no, besides Scream, of course, because we talked about that one. But the rest of those, I'm dying in.
Shit yourself,
bro. I brought an extra pair of pants because I.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But so It Follows.
Yeah, It Follows would probably be the one that I would probably survive.
And you just pass it.
Yeah, just pass it on. Sorry, but you're fucked.
And then it stays with them. Like,
they have to continue the cycle of.
But okay, so I know I haven't seen this movie, and there's probably some spoiler alerts.
Fourth one, spoil alert.
So like, does it when you have it? What does it do?
It takes on the personality. It takes on the image of people you know. So
like they become like possessed, but it's not them.
There's no one there. You can see it, but no one else can see it.
Mm.
And it takes on like the persona of anyone or anything or anyone. It could be somebody you know, and it could be somebody that or is dead. It's somebody that's alive.
Yeah,
and they're but there's a certain distance. Mm-hmm. Like that it can get to you like over time. It's slow, but like it starts like, if you're on a football field, it's at the very opposite end, but over time it slowly gets closer to you and closer to you. And it could be like there was a scene where there was an old lady like walking up to the girl who had it, and she it's just this, how like they make old people, it's just creepier with older people, like elderly people, and she's sitting in class, and the lady is literally there's no one else, and like you see the windows, and there's no one else, and it's just her in a nightgown just walking towards her.
What the heck?
Yeah,
that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's I tried to watch it with Victoria. She wasn't a fan of the movie, but I think it's a pretty
cool
decent
concept.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. I mean, it's literally just a horror STD. That's what it is.
Does it kill you?
Yeah.
So what happens when it kills you and you can't pass it on?
That's for people to. That's for you die. It goes back to the previous person.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So if you die, it goes to like, so if it's me and I have sex with somebody else, and they die, it comes back to me. So I gotta do it again to pass it on to them.
Oh shoot.
And then eventually what could happen is it just gets to the very first person that it was with, and then it kills them. And then the cycle would be over. That's the other way to beat it. But a lot of people would have to die for that. You got to sacrifice yourself in order to make that happen.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the latest episode of the Leisure Hub Podcast. We have been your spooky, festive Halloween hosts, Justin and
Peter
Wood.
Peter Wood.
Don't shit yourself on this episode of the podcast.
I can just imagine, bro.
Oh man!
Oh no! I just shut myself.
It stinks. Oh, why does it smell like baked carrots?
What?
Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us on this episode. This has been Spooktober. We really, really enjoyed all of the episodes. If you haven't watched any of the Spooktober episodes for this month, go back and check them out. They have been like some of our best ones that we've had. We had some from the previous year when we just started. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, do all the things that you got to do. And we'll see you for... I don't know what we're going to call the Thanksgiving era, but we're
Thanksgiving? There's no Thanksgiving, bro. Straight to Christmas.
Yep, we're skipping Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Just like we're skipping the ending of this podcast. Cut.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gone. It's done. It's over with. It's time to move on.
Bro, Christmas?